Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good morning. Good afternoon and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits, as it should. Because another day above the dirt is always a blessing. Let's not forget that, everybody. Another day above the dirt is always a doggone blessing. Also, you know what? This is the last day of the year. This is the last day of the year, y'all. Can you believe that? Last day of the doggone year. And here's the thing. I got a lot of stuff to cover with you guys today. So you're going to be seeing a little bit of me today. Let's just be real, all right? Because there's some things that I missed yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy day for me, so I tried the best I could to get here, but I couldn't. But I tried, damn it. Damn it, did I ever did try. Okay? But we're here to talk about those things, and there's more things coming up that we're going to be talking about. This is one of them. I'm going to be doing another live in a few hours to talk about some other things as well. Okay? So let's get into this, shall we? Hit that like button down below, please and thank you. Hit that reaction button if you can, if you're watching on other platforms. If you are watching on those other platforms, like Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Rumble. I'm on all of them things. Okay. Hit that follow button on those platforms. Don't forget to subscribe here on my main channel, Dagnabbit. Go over to the secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Covering a lot of things over there as well. So subscribe to the secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Make sure you are subscribed there, please, and thank you. Of course, if you want to support the channel, which is always greatly appreciated, hit that join button down below. If you want to support even further, check out my Patreon or my locals. And of course, check out a wonderful little store called PascalMerch.com. We got some really great stuff, guys. And I know we're still in the holiday season. You see the damn tree. It's still up and everything. It ain't going to be going down like tomorrow. It's going to be up for a little bit. So I know it's the holiday season. Y'all done spent all your money, all them ducats on your loved ones. But still, you might find something there you might like, okay? And not everybody celebrates Christmas. Let's not forget that, too. So maybe you find something that you're going to love over there. Go check it out, PascalMerch.com. Okay, guys, we're not on for a long one. This is kind of a shorter show, but I wanted to do a live because it felt like ages since I've done a live with y'all. It's been a minute. It feels like it's been a minute, but it really hasn't been a minute. But, you know, I wanted to get in here and talk with you guys because, yeah, I missed like one day or something like that. I don't know. All right. And yesterday, all hell broke loose. Everything went off like a powder keg. There's been so many different things that have been going on. We got a lot to talk about. Like I said, this is just one. Okay. This is just one. Okay. This is one piece to another. This is just one part. Okay. To another show. We're going to be doing another one a little bit later on today. Unless there's more stuff that drops. I don't know. If other stuff drops, then we're going to talk about those things when they break, of course. All right. But nonetheless, yesterday's stuff was pretty big. And that is what we're talking about here. One of the main ones. Total meltdown? Is Diddy losing his doggone mind? Because it kind of sounds like he is losing his doggone mind. Okay. We've already heard stories about him having some sort of blowout, some sort of meltdown during the holiday season, during Christmas time. Now we're hearing that allegedly from legal documents that have been filed, that have been sent to separate judges, they're basically saying that this dude is refusing to leave his cell. Now, let me just say this, okay? And I said this on my pop-up video that I put on the second channel. And I got to say this feels on brand. This definitely feels like something Diddy would do. That he would just be like, oh, I'm getting lawsuits and I'm supposed to show up and talk about them and work out through them. And so I could go in there and fight for my innocence. Man, no, I'm not leaving. No. That's what it feels like. Like a little kid having a little temper tantrum. You know, you're like, okay, come on, sweetie, last bite. You know, especially when the kids learn the word no. You know, parents, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's mother-loving diabolical, okay? When those kids learn the word no. Okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about, parents. As soon as they learn that no, everything's no. You want no. You want your favorite dessert? You want your favorite candy? No. But they're having a temper tantrum because they're mad. They're mad because they want that thing that you actually have in your hand, but they're learning the word no. So they're almost torturing themselves because they're saying no, not allowing themselves to actually enjoy said candy that they love so much, that delectable sweetness. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And then they go, meh, and they start crying. And you're like, baby, I have it in my hand. It's the candy that you love. You will die for. You don't know. Well, I don't know what else to do for you. You know exactly what I'm talking about, parents. Come on now. Let's keep it a bean. We've all been there before. All right. So it kind of feels like that because you know how he is. We've seen him flip out. We've seen him do everything I want, I get. You know how he does it. You know how he is. So I could see him being this kind of guy where he's like, oh, I didn't do it. I'm innocent and I'm not going through any of this BS. I'm going to sit right here and not do a damn thing. You want me to go where? I ain't going nowhere. No. Like that. That's literally what's going on right now. That's literally what's going on. It's very on brand. Think about it for a second. Like I said, you've seen the videos where he's losing his mind. Like, I'm king of the world. You know what I mean? I'm king of the world, right? Anything I want, I get. All that stuff. This is very much on brand. This is not some crazy out of this world type of thing. Like, oh my God, he's doing something that he would usually do at home. Oh my gosh. No, should we be surprised? Why should we be surprised? This is exactly on brand. This is note for note what I expect from the diddler. Yes, there's a level of shock. There's a little level of surprise. Okay. Let's be real. But I'm not clutching no damn pearls. Hell to the no. You really think that a man who has access, or before, because now he locked up, but imagine a world. Imagine you being him. No time about that. I don't want to be him right now. Let's keep it a bean. There ain't no way I want to be him right now. But I'm just saying, think about being some big time mogul. Everything you want is at your fingertips, literally. Now, let me just say this too. Before I say imagine yourself being a big time media mogul, how about this? A good, law-abiding, that's important, media mogul, not someone who's being alleged of having freak off tapes, freak off parties, doing all kinds of illegals, so on and so forth. Imagine amid all of the legal crap, put all that to bed for a bad word. Pause. Put all that to the side for a second. And just imagine yourself as a man or woman. Shout out to the ladies. Okay. I love you. With access to whatever the hell you want. Money, cars, the men's, the women's, whatever you want is at your fingertips. Whatever you want, you get. If you're like, I'm hungry, I feel like eating camel today, you could literally get, and there is really camel meat out there. It does exist. Trust me, it does exist. But imagine someone getting that flown out to you because you could just get it whenever you want. Now let's add on top the situation that Diddy's in right now. He's locked up. He's eating nasty gruel. Yeah, he's eating gruel. When was the last time you said the word gruel? Never. Never in my life have I ever said the word gruel. Okay, until right now. Wow. Okay. What is this? The remake of Oliver? Can I have some more, please, sir? But moving on. Oh my God. Hi. I missed you guys. But anyway, he's in there eating prison gruel. Literally. He's not eating foie gras. He ain't even eating a turducken right now. He just eating gruel. Okay, or Hot Pockets. I'm serious. That's all he's eating. Okay, imagine him sleeping on a bed that's not really even a bed. It's just like a slat filled with like foam and not even a pillow. Okay, not even a pillow to rest his head on. Let's keep it a bean. Okay, and nothing but yes. I was just about to say that beautiful bull. Okay, but yeah. You know, but just a whole bunch of toilet grease, which still I don't understand. Okay, imagine all that. You've had everything. You've been sleeping in 1,000 count bed sheets and whatever they call it. Okay, plush leather, the finest of wines, everything. You are definitely not sitting in economy seats on a plane. Everything's private. Everything's tailored to your needs. And then you get thrust into this mother lover jail. Pause. Okay? Imagine that. How are you going to respond? If you have somebody saying, hey, we need you to be at a particular place at a particular time so that we can get this particular situation figured out. Either it's a settlement, either it's being fought in court. Regardless, we need you there so we can get this ish going. Okay? Aren't you going to show up? Aren't you going to show up? Because that's what mature adults do. Is that not what we would do if we're responsible adults? Let's think about this too. Let's just say he's innocent. Let's just say that. Anything's possible right now, right? Innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. We always have to lay on that, okay? We have to stay on top of that. Pause. Now, if we're sitting there believing that we are not guilty of doing said crime, wouldn't we show up and stand 10 toes down? Wouldn't we show up and fight? Wouldn't we? And just so you know, Mondo, it's just a joke. I'm just making a quick joke at Dame Dash, okay? Because he says pause after every questionable double entendre-esque type of statement that he says, okay? It's just a joke. Moving on though. Wouldn't you stand 10 toes down? Wouldn't you sit there and go, nah, I'm going to fight this. F this, man. I'm going to fight this. I'm not going to sit there and suddenly say, oh, no, I'm just staying in my cell because that's a better place to be. What the hell is that? Do you realize what that makes you look like in the court of public opinion and maybe in the courts as well? That one, you're not willing to cooperate. Two, that you really think you're above everything else, and you believe that the rules don't apply to you. I get it. You're a you used to be. Well, I guess you can still say that he is a multi-billion-dollar media mogul. He's just a disgraced one now because of all these allegations. But whenever you need to step up and take accountability or step up for your businesses, don't you step up for those things? Isn't your brand your reputation as well? Isn't you acting how you're acting in the jail cell? Isn't that still a reflection of yourself, your businesses, your reputation, and how people see you out here in these streets? I'm sorry. I'm cooking. Let me cook. Let me cook. Okay? I need my chef's hat. Let me cook. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here, guys? Right now, this is the worst time for him to be throwing any type of fits, having some sort of meltdown, having some sort of thing where he's going, no, that's not working for him. At the end of the day, everyone's looking at this and going, man. Because at first it's court-appointed rules, right? Where he's not to contact anyone outside of his contact list, yet he was still doing that same thing, right? He was caught doing those things, trying to cut around things, bend the rules, actually break all the rules. He wasn't even bending it. He straight up just snapped them over his knee. Real talk. He didn't give a damn because he believes that he's above the mother-loving law. By him doing this kind of thing, saying, hey, I'm not going to show up to this. Nah, I'm not leaving. No, they can handle this thing themselves. I ain't going. I'm not showing up. I'm good. Says something else too. It shows us what kind of person we're dealing with again and again in the court of public opinion. We're looking at this and going, man, this is not helping you, homie. This is making you look even worse. I'm going to say this too, and maybe Diddy's people are watching, and or his friends are watching, the ones that are on his contact list, not the ones on outside his contact list, okay? But if you are on that contact list, I would sit there and try to speak some sense into your boy, because at the end of it all, it's not only what the court thinks, is about what the streets are thinking too. Real talk. Here's the other thing too. Think about this. If you're willing to fight tooth and nail for your businesses, for every single dollar that you've built, that you've cultivated over this multi-billion-dollar industry that you've had, then why are you suddenly sitting in the back? I will say this too. Do you really think you became the media mogul that you became by throwing tantrums and refusing to show up to someplace? I'm just being real. Isn't it not the fact that you showed up and fought for those things, fought for every single dollar that you got? Maybe you fought in illegal ways. I don't know. We could talk about that on another Pascal show. But still, think about this for a minute. Think about it. Didn't you work your nuts off for every single dollar? Your reputation, how people look at you, etc. So you really mean to tell me that you're going to sit back and hide in a cell like an infant throwing a tantrum? I'm telling you right now, this is not going to win. This is not going to be a win for you. This is not going to work in your favor. It's not. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry. I'm going to be real. It is dumb. Why? Why would you decide to do something like that? And even so, man, the smoking guns is the them smoking guns. They say it said enough. The images and the videos and the video, all that stuff that's been out here, man, you did some things that you shouldn't have done, and they're deplorable. And these allegations that are coming to you are coming. You can't sit out on all this. So it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. But hey, you want to lose? Go ahead, lose. I don't care. I don't. It just shows proof positive that maybe what the people are saying, these accusations and these allegations that are coming out of here by these accusers and these victims might very well be true. If you're not willing to come out of the cell and fight. See, now this is the thing. This is the conversation that I feel like his lawyers should be having with their client. Exactly what I just said a second ago. Waking him up, bringing him to Jesus, okay? And saying, hey, listen, homie, you really are not going to step forward? This is stupid. Fight it out. But the fact that he's not willing to do that says something. Also, I also wonder if he's being this way right now, is he going to be this way leading up to May 5th? And does that mean May 5th could be pushed to June or July, August, or even into freaking 2026? You never know. If he's starting to act a damn fool now, what are the possibilities of him acting a fool on everything else? He's throwing temper tantrums, y'all. That's what I believe it to be. And sure, I'm sure it worked for him in the past when he was out here in these streets, in this, breathing in this freedom air, okay? But it doesn't work anymore. When you're locked up and you got everybody looking at you, you are looking at you are staring at multiple barrels pointed in your direction, trying to take you down. If you want to stay in that way, watch what happens. Nothing's going to happen in your favor. You're going to be broke. Your legacy, your money, all that stuff that you've built for your kids and all that stuff, gone. If you want to throw a temper tantrum, you're more than welcome to throw a temper tantrum. I don't care. Okay? But at the same time, this is some sad stuff, y'all. This is sad. Real sad, in my personal opinion. So, Diddy allegedly is refusing to leave his jail cell, okay, to avoid these SA lawsuits. And let me tell you, he's got a lot of them coming, though. So you're just going to sit on every single one. And then you know what's going to happen? Those lawsuits will be ruled in their favor by default, y'all. It's going to be in their favor. Like I said, I am not Team Diddy. I think I have a treasure trove of videos that will show and prove that I am not pro Diddy. The video that is out there, the allegations that are being said, I believe I'm not sitting here saying all of them, but I believe that a good portion of them are actually true. There are victims that have spoken out. There are victims that have been ST'd. I believe that there are victims that were viciously attacked, SA'd, and all that as well. I do believe that. I do. But if he refuses to show up and fight this fair and square, any of these lawsuits, these all people will win by default. So we'll never know who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. And if he starts now and he continues this way, we'll never know. He'll just be paying off a whole bunch of people crap tons of money. And we'll never know the truth on who's actually telling the truth and who is actually fibbing out here. I think that's absolutely trash, in my personal opinion. And I'm hoping that his lawyers are slapping some sense back into his head, because this is not the time to be to roll around on the ground and have a temper tantrum like a spoiled little brat. This is not the way to do it. Okay? It's just ridiculous. Like I said, I am on the side of the victims, but at the same time, this is not how these victims are going to get true justice. They're not. Step in, fight it out. Lose if you lose, win if you win. That is it. That's why we have trials. That's why we have the court system. That's why we have the legal system in the first doggone place. That's how it's done. This is ridiculous. Okay? So I saw a comment here. I want to see this. Okay, Carbonize, thank you so much. I cannot understand the idiocy of this man. I just can't. Where's his damn brain? Like, holy. He is making this worse for himself by his own actions. Exactly. And again, like I said, him guilty. But is he guilty on everything? That remains to be seen. I feel like it is a mixture. And I think that is a fair assessment in the world that we live in. Unfortunately, it's a fair assessment. But at the same time, if you're not willing to fight it out, this is going to be ridiculous. It's going to get worse because other people are going to see that. You got to remember, there's going to be other people that are going to try to make things up just for the sake of scooping a bag. Like, let's not forget. We just read about one that's suing him for $400 million. This man is actually incarcerated as we speak. By the way, he won previously. Yes, people can lose by default. By him being a no-show, it can actually happen. Yes, this already happened. But that lawsuit got thrown out, or that decision, got thrown out. And now the guy refiled his lawsuit and then quadrupled his money. What he was suing him for. At first it was $100 million. Then now it's $400 million. This guy is suing him for a crap ton of money. And of course, this is the same guy who's trying to drag J-Lo into this mug as well, saying she's got information that is pertinent to his actual civil lawsuit, which I'm like, that makes no sense, but okay. That's on you, right? Pretty interesting stuff, nonetheless. Pretty interesting stuff. And now he's hiding out and not willing to get out here and face the doggone music, pun intended. Now, here's the thing. Let's get into this, all right? So, Diddy is reportedly refusing to leave his jail cell, to receive acceptance of various SA lawsuits. While countless lawsuits have been filed against the Bad Boy Records founder, while he sits in jail awaiting trial on STing charges, he's accused of delaying proceedings on two particular cases. In filings on Monday, December 30th, yesterday, okay? Tony Buzbee's co-counsel claims that Diddy is refusing to leave his cell to accept service, causing a holdup in the lawsuits. The attorney is also requesting the respective judges to adjourn scheduled conferences on January 10th and push them back to February. Although it appears an agreement has been reached between the two sets of lawyers on how each case will proceed from here on out. So I guess there's been an understanding, but he also has been throwing his tantrums and saying, nah, I ain't for it. I ain't with it. My name's Bennett. I ain't in it. Y'all can go handle yourselves. I ain't doing this. Which makes no sense. Again, makes no sense. Okay. And of course, Megan Kniff put this up here too, which of course she says in two others, the SA lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs, Tony Buzbee's co-counsel asked to adjourn January 10th conferences and says they've faced delays caused by defendant Combs refusing to leave his cell to accept service. That doesn't make that. See what I'm saying? That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm refusing to show up and deal with this situation and deal with these lawsuits, which is a multitude of them. Now, he could be that. Now, let me just say this too. He could be going through, I guarantee you, he's going through some serious depression. Let's be real. He's going through some serious bout of depression for sure. I get it. This is tough. This is not easy stuff to deal with or to look at or have to fight. Even if you are guilty of it, this is crazy and it's hard. I get it. I get it. But at the same time, he got to fight it. He's got to. He's got no other choice, dagnabbit. No other choice. We're going to go back to this, though. He's got no other choice but to sit there and fight it. It's stupid. It's stupid. He could have a little bit of a defeatist attitude. I get that too, but that's ridiculous. All right. Diddy and his legal team have yet to comment. We already know about all that. The latest lawsuit filed against the embattled mogul accuses him of throwing wild parties, which we already know about all of that. Okay. But we got to take a look at some of this paperwork here. All right. And they both say the same doggone thing. They're just addressed to two different judges because they're two completely different lawsuits. All right. Just so y'all know. And again, if he wants to act childish, then that's on him. If he wants to act childish, do you, boo? Do you, boo-boo? We going to be right here and saying we told you so when ish hits the fan. And I will say this one more time. If other people, because you got to remember there's going to be people out here. I'm sorry, we live in a mucked up world. Don't you agree? To a certain extent, okay? Okay? I still, think... we live in what a beautiful world. I still think that too. But we do live in a crazy world where people see a bag and they go running after it with no shame. Okay. And I'm just saying out loud, if he's doing this and other people catch wind of this, people going to be running after this. Oh, I'm a victim too. I'm telling you, wait for it. I know that sounds crazy. But we live in a world where some people will lie for $100 million. Especially if they see the gate wide the F open. You're telling me there's no goalie? I just have to tap this ball into the net? Say what? For $100 million? Bruh, what's good? Come on now. We live in a world where it's like that, unfortunately. All right? This is the reason why, not only, aside from him being, just and being mad and throwing tantrums like a little baby, it's also the fact that other people could look at this and go, oh, he ain't even fighting these things. So you tell me that's free money? That's free money, baby. Are you kidding me? I'm just telling you, some people are evil like that. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. But it's true. We got some bad people out here in these streets. And if there's no goaltender willing to fight, say less, man. Just a little taparoo, and I get 100 million. Bruh. Like I said, it'll turn into a nightmare. So he needs to get on point, or it's going to be more than just what Tony Buzbee's predicting, which is 300 lawsuits. 300 lawsuits. Okay? 300. Okay. Allegedly. They haven't filed yet. In fact, that's the other thing too. I'm like, where are the other 120? Where are the rest of the 120? That's a question I'm wondering for Tony Buzbee. Where are the rest of those lawsuits? Lately, we've been seeing lawsuits from other lawyers. Sure, he's trickled out a few, but we've been seeing a bunch from other lawyers. What about Tony Buzbee's 120, though? Where that at? Let's start there. Where they at? Okay, let's continue on, though. So this is for Judge Caproni. All right. Like I said, it is the same. It is the same note for two different cases, just so you know. All right. So as you know, our firm represents plaintiff Jane Doe in the above action. We write to request an adjournment of the January 10th, 2025 conference at this time. We have been in negotiations with defendants' counsel regarding service of process, scheduling, and case management across numerous related actions and have faced delays caused by defendant Combs refusing to leave his cell to accept service. So, of course, they're doing everything they can to get things put together. They're going through the regular paint by numbers process of getting everything together. That's it. It's not a thing of like, it's nothing of that. It's nothing other than them just trying to get the whole thing set up and ready to go so that they can get into trial and get this thing moving. That's it. But the fact that Combs, Diddy, is refusing to show up to these particular meetings, it's obviously putting a damper and slowing a lot of this process down. That's not good. That's not good. We believe that we have now reached an agreement in principle with defendants' counsel, but are continuing to work out scheduling details in this and other cases. Again, in this and other cases. So he's not only doing this for these two lawsuits. I guarantee you it's more than just two lawsuits. They would just say in this and another case. Singular. But they say cases, other cases. So he's playing hardball. Actually, not hardball. He is being a pain in the ass. That's a better word. Better phrase. He's being a straight up pain in the booty in regards to trying to get these things moving. That's all it is. He's being a very, very uncooperative, spoiled brat. I refuse to show up. I refuse to leave my cell. Wow. It's just interesting. Because no matter what, eventually he's going to have to be forced to do stuff. He's going to have to. There's no way that they can go through all of this. Okay? There's no way that they can go through all of this and never see the inside of it. This is going to go further. They're going to proceed. And they're going to have to find some sort of way to forcibly make this man show up to his meetings to make this thing happen. That's basically it. Also, let's see where we're at. Dang. Okay, you know what? We got to take a quick break here to mention that there are no likes. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's get those likes all the way up. Get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. Come on. All right. Let's get it to 900 likes. All right. A like don't cost a thing. It helps the show. It helps this platform grow and all of that ish. Okay. So please show some love. Do that thing. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Okay. Yeah, Black Anonymous. Yeah, I see it. 407 likes. Sup with that, man? That is diabolical. The hell is wrong with... No, I'm kidding. You guys are lovely. I love your hair. You look amazing. Love what you did with the bath, your shower curtains. Love it. Looks amazing. But still, hit that like. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Yes, Caprice. Like don't cost a thing. You know what I mean? Do me that favor. Do that thing. Okay. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, moving on. Then, of course, after that, they say, oh, yeah, by the way, Tony Buzbee is busy. Okay, he's got some other things that he can't be there on the 10th as well. So can we move it? Can we get a continuance? Can we move this and reschedule for another date? Which, of course, that happens. He might have another court date somewhere else. He might have another court date in Houston, Texas. You never know, right? Anything is possible with that. But these are the same. This is the same paperwork, same letter that's written on another case to a completely different judge saying that Diddy is being a pain in the ass and he's not willing to show up when it's time to show up. And let me repeat this again. That is very dumb for him to do. It's very dumb. And like I said, I'm not Team Diddy. If he wants to do that, by all means, do you, girl. Go on, girl. If that's what you want to do, by all means, go ahead and do it. But at the same time, don't coming back to me all upset when I told you so in the first doggone place. This is not going to work out in his favor. It's not. Oh, and of course, the meltdowns and the him just having little hissy fits. Yeah, that's not going to help in his favor either. And he needs to wake the F up. Okay? Okay. And P. Cooper, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it. All right, P. Okay, P. All right. All right, mate. All right, matey. Okay. But let's get into some of these comments here. All right. Again, I think this is very dumb for him to do. He needs to be better. That's what I think. But at the same time, if he wants to operate out here like a hooligan, like a criminal, then hey, I guess the shoe fits. If the shoe fits, right? Carbonize. Excuse me. Thank you so much for being a member. Appreciate it. The Tyler's been put in line, put in timeout. I'm sorry, and he doesn't like it. Someone call the ambulance. Yes, absolutely. Yep, I agree. Carbonize, hilarious. The ambulance. All right. Sammy, welcome to the family. And just like Sammy, please hit that members button. Hit that join button down below. Become a member of the fam. Okay, we have a good time here, for the most part. Except if it has to do with police brutality, then, we don't really have a good time. But still, we try to have a good time here. All right? Let's keep it real. All right? Nikki, thank you so much for gifting 1 membership. I appreciate you. Now, I will say this. Whoever just became a member, welcome to the family. She just gave you some love, some positive love. And especially now that it's New Year's Eve, 2024 was crazy, man. Crazy. But for the new year, all I ask for this person is to pay it forward, that positivity. All right? Open the door for somebody. Be nice. Be nice to somebody. Start off the new year. Start it off right. Okay? Start it off right. That's all I ask. Okay? Thank you, Nikki. Again, thank you, Nikki, for being a member for so long. I appreciate it. I've actually been with Pascal Tex. I'm assuming since COVID hit. I think it's like 42 months. Damn. Well, you know what? 42 months. That's a long time, man. Isn't that crazy? The Rona time. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing. We all went through that. That's some crazy stuff, and we still out here fighting. We still out here living, right? Beautiful bull. Thank you so much. He has no more power in hip hop. No, and that's the other thing too. I'm gonna say something that's gonna probably sound crazy. I'm gonna say something here in a second, but yeah, he has no more power. No, nobody wants to rock with him. Of course, nobody wants to rock with him right now. Until he is fully 110% exonerated, there is no way. This is, okay, there is no redemption for this man. You realize that, right? This is not like a Jonathan Majors situation. Sorry. There is no redemption for this man. Zero. There's no way he's going to get out of this situation. And everyone's like, no, he's a good man. No. He good. He good. Let's support our black man. He good. No, they're not. I'm sorry. No. Jonathan Majors, okay. Definitely you could see there's redemption going on already. All right. Him? No, it's done. Ever since that video came out, it was a wrap. The video came out. It is a wrap. Even if he's exonerated for all this other things, found not guilty on all these other accounts, he still has federal. Then on top of it, the tape and all the other things that people have been saying as of late. There is no way of redemption for this man. Like I said, it's terrible. Hip hop world, Black Hollywood in general, they're not going to be rocking with this dude. No. Even the ones that sit there and say, oh, yeah, he's innocent. Okay. Would you be willing to be caught with him at a restaurant, at a store, being caught on video or camera with him, taking photos with him at a party? I guarantee you, no. Everyone's going to be looking at him like he's got leprosy. I'm sorry. If he is walking out here free. I'm just saying it. I'm just keeping it real. There's no redemption for this man, unfortunately. Court of public opinion has already made, the verdict is already in. This man is guilty, and he's already gone, pretty much. At least for the majority of the court of public opinion. There's still some people out there that are like, free Diddy. Okay, there's people still out here that think Jeffrey Dahmer a good dude too. Okay? Nah. He done did that. All right? He did those things that were caught on tape. Okay? And whatever the feds have, he done did that. Let's not forget Adria. Okay? Adria English. She is a real victim. At least she's a real victim of STing. She was paid for and she travels across state lines. That is STing. Let's not forget that. Now, as far as the allegations of SA and all that, I don't know about all that. All we know is what she has said. But as far as her being a victim of ST, yeah, that for damn sure happened. And there's plenty of other people that could say the same doggone thing. And they're all stepping forward. So again, the diddler is definitely cooked. He's cooked. Sorry, not sorry. Ray Twice, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Hollywood 2000, thank you so much for gifting one new membership. I appreciate it. Yes, it is the season of giving, so appreciate that. Okay. And for that member, please, that new member, welcome to the family, but please pay it forward. All right. Do something positive for somebody. That's all we ask. We need more positivity in this world. Okay. What the world needs now is fill in the blanks. Okay. You got it. All right. Sing it with me. Yeah. Okay. Sing it with me now. Candy Temple, thank you so much for the love. Pascal, thank you for putting a smile on my face. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too. We ain't done yet. You know what I'm saying? We done. We gonna be wrapping up this show, but we ain't done yet for the day. We still got more coming for the day. Okay. So thank you so much for the love, Candy. Appreciate it. Carbonized, thank you so much again from all the way up in Canada. I appreciate it. Is your front door open? Is it unlocked? I mean, just lock it. Because I know apparently Canadians like to keep their doors unlocked, their front doors unlocked. Just lock it. We don't live in that world anymore. Okay. But I like us all to take a moment of silence to listen to the world's smallest violin just for Diddy. Yes, indeed. Okay. That's all you get. That's all you get. Though, hey, that was pretty damn good. Smash that like, though. Okay. Smash that like. Yeah. Violin emojis. Okay. Let's keep it real. All right. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Charlie Miller. Thank you so much for being a member for the past 30 months, man. I appreciate you. Happy New Year, Pascal, to you and your family. May 2025 be better than 2024. Come on, please. Can 2025 be better? Please? Oh, my damn. Oh, my damn. Okay? Oh, my damn. 2024. Woo! 2024 is basically saying, you will know my name. That's literally what 2024 did. But I feel like we say that about every year. But this one's been wild. The Diddy stuff, and then also the Jay-Z allegations has been absolutely insane as well. Okay? Rocking with you for 30 months. Yes, indeed, Charlie Miller. I appreciate all the doggone love. I really, really do. Without y'all, you know what I mean? There'd be no show. Real talk. I mean, there'd be a show, but I'd be sitting here with, just by myself, probably crying. I don't know. I don't know. Just talking crazy. So without y'all, there'd be no show. Okay? There'd be no show. Beautiful disaster. Did you see the YouTube that was threatened because the YouTuber that was threatened because she was talking about Jay-Z and got over 100 blocked calls and had to reach out to Buzbee law firm? It's wild. No, I haven't heard about that. I've heard stories about people I've heard stories of people getting phone calls or not phone calls, but yeah. I mean, I've been hearing things like that, but at the same time, yeah, I've heard about it, but maybe I don't know who it is, like what YouTuber it is, but at the same time, I mean, there are some content creators that have been going hard in the paint in the way of, oh, he did that rather than he, it's allegations. I'm just saying, some people have been pretty, intense with their reporting, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, do you know what I mean? That's why we always err or try to err on the side of trying to keep it somewhat even, right? Sitting on the fence, not going on one side or the other hard in the paint. You see what I'm saying? It's just because you just don't know. You don't know if these allegations are true, like especially with Jay-Z. We don't know if they're true or not. Like, we got to be real. I don't take everything that's being said by every single person at face value until there's actual smoking gun evidence. You see what I'm saying? Like the Cassie case, man. Woo! The footage said enough. The footage said enough. The footage basically stamped, okay, that it was the stamp of approval. Like, damn, you know what I mean? But there are some other ones that I still am kind of going, okay, I want to hear more. I want to see more proof, and so on. Because yes, it's anyone can say anything. That's it, and that's not any a dig or at any content creators to be completely real. It's not, because everyone tells their information to their audience the way that they do, and some people believe 100% the allegations. And I say, hey, I mean, that's fair if that's what you believe, but that's just, I guess that's not how I approach things, right? But like I said, everyone approaches the cases absolutely different to their audience, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's messed up that they're getting harassed. They should be able to talk and say what they want to say, because that's freedom of speech, right? Now, if they're making things up, that's another conversation. But if they're going off of articles, legal documents, so on and so forth, they should be able to speak how they want to speak. And if their opinion is, oh yeah, he did that, then that's their opinion. That's okay. But if it's a whole bunch of AI crap, because, there's some content out there that's just AI, that's fake, that's when it gets murky. That's when it gets really, really dangerous, because now you're relying on stuff that has nothing to do with the actual info, with facts. And sometimes, hopefully most of the time, the truth, right? So that's it. You know, I am just sitting idly by when it comes to the Jay-Z stuff. I am. But I do believe that the truth will come out at some point. Either it'll be seen in in paperwork, smoking gun evidence, or it'll be seen and proven in court. Let's not forget that too. If especially that one goes into that, especially the one with the Jane Doe that's accusing Jay-Z right now, especially if that one goes inside the court, inside a courtroom, I want to see proof too. Shoot, that one's questionable. I'm sorry, y'all. There are inconsistencies like a mug that would make any person step back and go, wait a second, that makes no sense. You know what I mean? But that's just me, though. You know. But content creators should be able to talk about what they want to talk about. But I also think that you have to be mindful of, if you're speaking wild, you can get hit with lawsuits as well. If you're talking wild, that's just how it is, y'all. That's just how it is. Okay. We've seen that with some of the biggest content creators out here getting slapped with all kinds of stuff. And you're like, wait a second, why is this person getting, and then you find out why. And you're like, oh, damn, they said that. Did they have proof of that? Or is that just a rumor? Those things do happen, and it will continue to do so. That's why you got to be careful with that stuff. Period. Beautiful disaster. Thank you. Oh, already said that one. Mimi, thank you so much. I'm late. Hi, everyone. Love y'all. Hey, Mimi, how you doing? Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Happy and healthy new year for everyone. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I agree 110%. Okay, guys. But yeah, I just think yes, Wanda Young, I agree. Even with articles, people are getting crazy. But I also think that there's something where people are, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not here to judge any content creator at all. How their style is, whatever their stilo is, how they speak, how they present the articles, how they do their own show is up to them. That's their responsibility. Abso-freaking-lutely. How I present my show, what I talk about, what I do on my show is how I do it and what I like and how I like to present the show, right? Not everybody is going to like my style either. Some people really like the straight up and down, very bare bones, nothing but the facts, and that's it. Some people want a little bit more color commentary with a little bit more entertainment in there. It just is what it is. But the thing is yeah, some people can get a little wild with it. They can. Maybe they believe it gives them more views. Maybe it gives them more clicks. Maybe it means they get more money for being more bombastic with the information. Like I said, it's up to them. It's up to them on how they want to present the stuff. No person is perfect. No presenter or internet journalist out here is perfect. It's just, I think it's just something that people have to be mindful of. I say that to everybody. I would say that to the most highest viewed content creator to the one just starting out. I always say err on the side of caution as much as you can. That's it. Err on the side of caution as best as you can. That's it. And then, of course, then when they come after you, if you're getting hit with a lawsuit, then you go, wait, look at all the videos I've done. You tell me when I've said anything that was, defamatory or anything of that sort. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's It's crazy. But hold on, let me see this. Let's see. I found a lot of creators are making tons of excuses for the perpetrators and not allowing her any grace. Interesting. Um, hmm. I mean, well, hold on. I just had that up. Okay, Brandy. Thanks for the comment. I will say this. And let me just leave this up for a second. I found a lot of. Okay, I see both sides of the situation. Yep, I'm that guy who's on the fence all the time, but that's just me. Okay, because again, she could very well be telling the truth, but then she may not be telling the truth. But then there's a lot of other things, other factors to put in there, that she is special needs, that she is on the spectrum, that she did suffer some sort of head trauma. But those things also make me think that maybe there's a possibility of information being made up, fabricated in her own mind because of the head trauma that she suffered, or maybe because of the autism. That is possible. Now, I could see why a ton or a lot of people are going, she lying, she cap. I could see that though. I could definitely see that. When you have somebody sitting down and willing to do an interview, and then the interview is done, and throughout that interview is nothing but inconsistencies. Yeah, I can, well, not nothing but that there are a lot of inconsistencies. Yeah, I could see how people are going to sit there and take it and run with it. Let's be real. Same thing on the other side of people that are accusing Diddy of doing things. I mean, it's very, I feel like you can use that same thing and apply it to the other side of the fence too, right? And so I look at this and I go, well, I look at this and say this. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Every single last one of us, right? And I say, all we can do is wait and hear more information. I know that there's going to be people who are going to be fans who are going to be holding it down for Diddy or for Jay-Z because they are diehard fans. That's possible. Now, me, I'm a big fan of Jay-Z. Shoot, I'm a big fan of Diddy too. The music and what he's brought into the world musically and artistically. But once you get that smoking gun evidence, it's a wrap. It's the same thing that with what happened with Cassie and what she put out in her lawsuit. I was even saying then, these allegations are serious. I can't believe, if this is real, I can't believe, I would say, if this is real, I can't believe this. But then the very next day, what happened? The very next day, what happened? He settled like that. The quickest settlement that we've seen ever in the history of law, okay, of lawsuits. He settled. And then it's like, wow, well, if he's willing to settle that quickly, something's up. Something's really up. And even so, like myself, was a fan of his music. I think we all are a fan of some sort of song or something that Diddy has done. Same thing with Jay-Z. You know, there's at least one or two songs that we look back on, and once it plays, we're like, oh, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. You know what I mean? We all know it, right? So there is a part of us that are like, I can't believe this. But once that video came out, we're like, oh, damn, Diddy's done. He did that because we saw the evidence. Now with this particular case, which is killing me too, because I'm sitting on the fence hard and it's uncomfortable, man, is that Jay-Z's name is getting thrown in it. And then when we ask for the story, when we get the information, there's holes in it like a mug. It's like, whoa, this is completely taking me out instantly. Then on top of it, most importantly for me, when you got the dad of this Jane Doe saying, I would have remembered this, but I don't remember driving her to this. That is big. So I can see why some people are standing 10 toes down for the side of Diddy, or for the side of Jay-Z on that particular case, because they're going, wait a second, she is saying this information. She says she snuck out to this place that's 5 hours away from her own home. The friend that drove her down there, she gone, she has passed on. Then when asked about this with her father can't even corroborate her story. That is a massive thing. And of course, I said it before, there's other factors that you can put in there. Maybe he's dealing with some sort of maybe he's in some sort of mental decline, like dementia or Parkinson's or autism. I mean, not autism, Alzheimer's. Those things are possible as well, right? Or he's just a piece of trash dad. That's possible too. But once you hear those things, it's like, whoa, it takes you out. So I could see why some people are taking that and running with it and saying, that one's a liar. But that's the other thing too, because I even see here, Penny C just said date is wrong. Buzbee should have caught that. Now here's the thing. And we don't know anything about her dad. Could be scared too. That's possible. That is very, very possible. Very, very possible, Penny C. But here's the thing. Even with that information out here in these streets, and hey, shout out to all the content creators that have been talking about the change of date, or that the date is wrong, the year is wrong, at least, and all that stuff. Shout out to all those people. But at the same time, have we seen any change of the year on any of the legal documents as of late? No. I'll just answer it for you. No, we haven't. So even so, when people are smart, brilliant at what they do, go out there and do all the due diligence, go back and do the fine work, finding out, okay, this was the wrong year. And we still don't have Buzbee changing the date or year. That's a massive deal. That's massive. People already did the homework for y'all, okay, for the Buzbee team. And they still haven't said, oh, yeah, what she really meant was 2003. We just wanted to put in a piece of, a little letter to let you guys know that we're changing the year. The year's wrong. They haven't done that yet. And it's been a minute now. They would have done it by now. And now what's interesting, which we're going to be talking about on another show here in a couple hours, you have Spiro, Jay-Z's team, now sitting here saying, wait a second. The allegations of this crime that would happen did not happen within the confines of the statute of limitations. It happened 3 months before this statute of limitations even started, though. You'd think by now Buzbee's team would be like, whoa, my bad. We meant 2003. It's really 2003. Where's that information? They put up that yesterday, which we are going to be talking about in a couple hours. But like I said, they would have been done that video or that letter a long ass time ago, but they haven't done it. And that's not the only thing that Spiro put out here in this new motion for dismissal. But still, that's one of them. Tony Buzbee has to literally go in there and say, oh, my bad. What we meant was 2003. But we haven't seen that yet. And until that actually happens legally, we're just blowing hot air. That's it. We're just blowing hot air. And that theory could very well be right. It could be 110% right. Like I said, I'm not knocking the theory. That theory could be 100% right. But why aren't they putting it in the legal documents? Come on. That's the most important part of it. But then, if they do that now, I'm telling you right now, if they do that now, that could really bite them in the butt. How? Because it makes it look like they're trying to just adjust as much as they can. That looks suspicious as hell too. So optically, that's a bad move. If they were to go, oh, no, now, well, hold up now. Hold up. No, now. We meant 2003, not 2000. Hold up now. Don't get me twisted now. We meant 2003. Your Honor. That looks bad. That makes it even worse for that Jane Doe. Do you realize that, right? Not only the inconsistencies of what happened, also Daddy sitting there saying, I don't remember picking her up 5 hours into the 10-hour round trip. Then you got the year all wrong. This case will be thrown out like that. This judge will rule for dismissal because they're going to sit there and go, wait, what's the info? The information is all over the place. And that could be a recipe for disaster too. And that will not work in her favor, in this Jane Doe's favor. You see what I'm saying? So either Buzbee effed up, or 2000 is exactly what she believes, and that's all it is. There's no changing that. And that's it. That's it. But you put all those factors into this situation, I'm not surprised that people are leaning on the side of, for this particular one, oh, she done lied. I'm not surprised. But then also at the same time, there's also other accusers that have stepped forward. Let's not forget those other ones that have lied, went on YouTube videos, lied through their teeth, saying that they were this, that, and the third when they weren't this, that, and the third. We've heard those cases a million times over. And that could make a lot of people step back and go, well, maybe some of these are lies. Maybe all of these are lies. That's a possibility too. Again, those are people who are just thinking independently for themselves, critically and independently for themselves. That's still a possibility. Looking at all that information is dropped into your lap and you're going, well, all I see are accusers right now that are getting exposed as not telling the truth. And it seems like people are going, well, some of these other people are like, well, it looks like Jay-Z's innocent. Diddy did that stuff to Cassie because we have it on film. And then everything else, all these allegations and all these accusers that are stepping forward are lying. Why? Because some of these allegations have come up as lies, have been exposed as lies. And that's the sad part of it all. It really is. It's very sad. We ain't got time for that, y'all. We don't. It's crazy times, y'all. It's crazy, crazy times. Mimi, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for gifting one membership. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And again, like, let me also say this too. Remember there was a time when they were talking about substances being put into the baby oil? What happened with that? In fact, remember there was a time, there was a guy named Courtney Burgess who said he had thumb drives with countless videos and Kim Porter's book. Remember that? Whatever happened with that? Remember there was a time with a woman named Lamisha saying that she was the girl in the D&G shirt, only to find out that was a white woman that was not Lamisha. And that same woman, Lamisha, is claiming to be one of the girls in the sushi plate thingy. Whatever happened to that? There are a lot of people that have stepped forward that I'm like, hey, why aren't we circling back with that information? Like, did 5-0, did the feds really get the thumb drives? Were there really videos on those things or no? Or was that just a bunch of BS? Like I said, there's a lot of things that have been coming out that have been wild. But then there's never been any backup to it. Been crazy, y'all. It's been crazy. I will say that. And I understand that Adria now is in rehab. Adria English is now in rehab, and I'm very happy about that. I'm being real. You can check it out. She has a YouTube channel now, and she went live and talked about it. Yeah. Imagine my joy. I'm very happy about that. Damn right I'm happy about that because she clearly was going through it in these videos, right? But it's been a wild one, y'all. That's all I got to say. I think that when it comes to the accusers, I pray that, especially some of them are, I mean, some of the allegations are out there, y'all. Okay. Some of them are out there, though. Okay. Really, really out there. And it doesn't mean that they're not true, but I pray that they have nothing but proof to back that thing up. Okay. Real talk. Because at the end of the day, all of these stories that are coming up as false or fake or not true, or that they have a crazy amount of inconsistencies in, doesn't help that Jane Doe, John Doe, any of these accusers or victims. It does not. It doesn't. So I'm hoping that they do have some solid evidence. Every single last one of them. Like I said, just because they're an an ex-employee does not mean that you can't omit or put off the table that there's a possibility of that person just lying. Sorry, this is just the world that we live in. And all of us need to do our due diligence when it comes to making some sort of allegation or anything of that sort. We have to be mindful of those things. If you're going to come in to with a lawsuit like that, you better come correct, because the people will poke hella holes out of your situation. And that's what NBC did. That's what NBC did in their news interview with that Jane Doe. Poked the hell out of those holes, and that didn't make the situation any better. And that's the reason why now we have people. That's why it's splitting the room now, like the Red Seas. It is splitting the room. Why? Because of that crazy stuff that's going on, because of holes in her stories. It's crazy. Whew, it's crazy, guys. It's absolutely crazy. But that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It means a lot. Thank you so much. You guys are all incredible. Thank you so much for your energy. I'll be back on in a couple hours. I got some things to do. But when I get back, we got some talk about the Jay-Z stuff, because there are some new updates. But I did do a pop-up video on my second channel. So make sure you're over there and checking it out, covering that very thing. But we're going into a more deep dive conversation about that in a couple hours, okay? So please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. All right? Let's just get that like button, the likes up to 800 likes, okay? I don't think that's too much to ask. All right? Make sure you crush that like button, please, and thank you. All right? Don't forget to hit that subscribe, that follow button. If you're watching on this channel or any other platforms in which I'm going live right now on, okay, subscribe here though. Make sure you're here, subscribe. Go to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Crush that subscribe button over there, please, and thank you. All right? Hit that join button down below, become a member. Check out my Patreon, check out my locals. Check out PascalMerch.com. You'll find something there that you'll love. I guarantee you that. All right. Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. I love all your faces. You guys are all amazing. And if you aren't back before, Happy New Year to every single last one of y'all, because we all deserve a good, solid year. We need a winning year. We need a winning couple years, more than just a couple years. From this point on, we need to just be straight winning. All right. We do. I love you guys, and I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.